What's up everyone, Jay here, and today we are going to go over the weapons I think you'll need to get before Heresy arrives, or go grab them when you get all the gear you want during Heresy. So we're going to start with some of the easier guns to get, then go into some of the harder ones towards the end of the video. Lost Signal is the first of its kind and it is insanely good. The aerial denial frame has quickly solidified its spot in a lot of Guardians' arsenal. With this being a stasis grenade launcher, farming darkness prismatic energy is very easy. The grenade launcher frame shoots out a volley of projectiles that can cover a large group of enemies, or deal overtime damage on a boss. For rank and file enemies, I suggest getting a one for all with auto loading roll, with high velocity rounds, and quick launch with a velocity masterwork. Veiled Threat is a fast firing auto rifle that does stasis damage. I'm a big fan of fast fire low impact autos, and to this day Atheon's Epilogue is one of my favorite autos from Destiny 1, and this auto gives me the same feel. Again, this weapon helps with gaining darkness energy on prismatic and feels pretty good overall. I recommend getting a threat detector and desperate measures roll. These perks are very easy to get going and grant you huge buffs to weapon stats. You could replace Desperate Measures for Headstone if you want to lean into Stasis Crystals. Curation is a heavy burst arc pulse rifle that can be a monster when leaning into arc. With the new arc aspects for Warlock and Titan, this pulse could come in handy. I use an eddy current roll and volt shot that I really enjoy and think if you get a hold of one, you'd enjoy it also. A Baron Action is a solar rocket sidearm, and we all know how good these are. I think the only roll you'll need to get is a heal clip and incandescent roll. If you want to lean into a solar build, you can get a golden tricorn roll, but I have been using the first roll and I just love it. It's really good and you should really go get one. Vantage Point is another arc pulse more in line with the traditional 3-round burst. This has a similar roll to Corrasion, however, this pulse has a very powerful new perk in Jolting Feedback, which allows you to jolt while dealing damage rather than having to reload after a kill. In my opinion, this perk is stronger than Volt Shot, however getting this one is a lot harder since these Revenant weapons are not craftable. Scavenger's Fate has a lot of decent rolls and the shotgun itself feels very nice. This is a Void Shotty, so you know you can get that destabilizing rounds and repulsor brace roll. This is a void monster, and with the buffs to destabilizing rounds, this shotty could really stand out. Hammerhead is a good machine gun, and if you don't have one, you should definitely get one. Destabilizing rounds, rampage, rewind rounds, onslaught, killing tally, and target lock on this machine gun is just insane. This is an ad clear machine and can put out good damage when it comes to bosses. My favorite roll is onslaught and rewind rounds. This hammerhead is one of my go-tos when I'm rocking my Gerfalcon's build on Hunter. Now we're going to get into some of the harder to get weapons. The Supremacy is a sniper rifle that is, in my opinion, best in slot. With rewind rounds and kinetic tremors, it deals great boss damage. I think with another weapon on this list, it will do insane damage, but more on that later. You do need to run Last Wish in order to get this gun, so it can be hard. However, you can craft this sniper, so if you're lucky, you may get it fairly quickly. Indebted Kindness is a rocket sidearm that can roll with Volt Shot. Again, this weapon is used very often. However, you do need to run a dungeon to get it, so although it is good, it may be a little harder to get. VS Chill Inhibitor is a heavy grenade launcher that has taken Destiny by storm. There was a little controversy around this gun, so Bungie put a god roll at the gunsmith for you to go grab. So run the dungeon Vespers host once and then go grab this roll. It is not perfect, but it is really good and is now my go-to grenade launcher when I need it for damage phases. Alright, so these weapons are weapons that I'm not sure you can get anymore, and if you can, they are more than likely going to be world drops, so you will have to be very lucky to get a good roll. Cartesian Coordinate is a fusion that was really good when Particle Deconstruction was first out. Now that it has returned again, I think this could come out in our inventory. However, there are other fusions that have been good over the year. I will keep this one. However, there's a fusion that I think will do a little bit better than this one. Scatter Signal is the other fusion that I will probably be using more if I need a fusion. This was from Season of the Wish and is craftable. However, I'm not sure you can even get one to drop now. I think it has a good perk pool, and I think it's going to shine in episode 3. Brigand's Law is a sidearm I'm thinking of pairing with Scatter Signal. Since Brigand's is arc and Scatter Signal is strand, I can run both for prismatic or have a volt shot sidearm for my arc build. This is a favorite of mine from Season of the Plunder, and if you get a chance to get a good roll, be sure not to skip on this sidearm. Retrofit Escapade is the original Gerfalcon's machine gun. This was one of my favorites when it came to spreading volatile, and I think with the new artifact mods, it could come back. Some exotics I don't think I need to go deep into are Merciless, Sleeper Simulant, Thunderlord, Xenophage, and Vex Mythic class. All of these have champ mods in episode 3 and are great in their own way. Sleeper, Thunderlord, and Vex are the ones I think will stand out more than the rest though. Lastly is Darcy. This exotic sniper is getting a big buff coming in episode 3 and is basically the galley of snipers. It will buff them, giving them lots of stats and increased damage, so it could shine in any encounter where you need to hit precision damage. This will probably need some testing done, but I think pairing Darcy with the Supremacy could be nasty. We will just have to wait and see. And that's it. That's all the weapons that I think you should go grab before episode Heresy comes out. Some of these will be available during episode 3, so you will still have time to go get them. Don't worry. I hope you enjoyed. And if you made it to the end, don't forget to drop a sub for more Destiny and check out the channel for other videos you may enjoy. That's it from me. Thanks for watching.